Well, that's
Sorry about
interesting
that.
because the guns
This
actually,
looks
I
like
don't
it
know.
was actually. This looks like it was created to breach spaceships.
Yeah,
It does, doesn't it?
all those things in the front look like they're actually like probes and monitors or something because the guns are actually back towards the back further.
Thankfully, its guns
From-
look all jacked up.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Good
a
thing
good
you can
thing.
only use those claws.
All right, Jim. It's
Okay.
very important.
But
that
but
this
wait,
thing-
yeah. What's the damage? What's he trying to do?
So that's gonna be 13 points with a crit for vicious 1. So plus 10 to crit.
But it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It can be soaked.
It's-
It's not
It's
unsoakable.
No. It's not that bad. We're going to avoid that crit.
Oh, and what are you doing, Mr. Special Doctor, saying it's not that bad?
I need a 3 purple medicine check to prevent the critical injury from happening. I can do that once per session.
Ooh, look whose medicine knows so much. 3 purple, you say?
I do say. Oh,
Because the heat of the battle. And I bring balance to the force. Look how nice I am. I'm a nice Jim. Go ahead and
Nice.
roll when you're ready.
all right. But my medicine is ooh.
Oh!
Ow. Wow. Maybe it is that bad and even worse.
It's even worse than we thought it was.
So what?
I assessed that medical check.
Oh,
So-
the medic goes to say it's not that bad and just looks at it and goes, "Ooh."
Never mind.
So at that exact moment when you try to, it's not that bad, and you're trying to assist him somehow, you trip and stumble, and what important piece of your equipment goes sliding off the platform 10 feet below?
Oh shit.
I will let you pick what important medical-based piece of equipment goes flying off. I mean, you were expecting something angry, not a fucking basilisk war droid.
Um.
And go ahead and roll that crit, by the way. Remember, plus 10%.
Oh, right. I forgot. I roll my own crits because Jim is a sadist.
Pick your own poison, boyo.
It's also at another. Wait, so you said that it's for the vicious. Do I need to adjust the critical offset?
Yep,
Yeah,
you
you
want to
put plus
offset
10.
by plus 10.
Actually, I just set it back to 0 because mine's always at -10 because it is glitched for some reason. But it's
Okay.
going to be plus 20 because I already have a minor critical.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's not bad. He gets hit in the head, and he's less smart and less cunning. That's not bad.
So not that noticeable. Oh, I mean,
And now your armor is sporting this cool 3 clawed, because of course each one of these claws are like a freaking vibro knife. Gouge from your claw covering one half of the helmet going into your chest. Nice little red spray weeping through the armor. It's no longer
Hey, Jim.
vintage.
yeah.
Hey, Jim.
So,
Permission to shoot back.
so quick question. So I guess so. The questions are: so I got a medical backpack. I don't really see the backpack flying off my back. While trying to tell him to dodge or duck or whatever to try to take less damage.
Mhm.
Got a utility belt, an earbud, comlink. I got a PED 21 personal distress beacon. I got my Scout 5 field goggles, which basically are because my race. Then I got like probably a couple different packs that have stim packs in them because I have like 12 fucking stim packs on me, apparently. Breath mask, repair patches, and a cybernetic brain implant.
I totally see that flying off.
When Which? The implant?
The implant. It flies off, cerebral fluid flying everywhere. Bad choices were made, bad decisions happened. Okay, so is there so would you prefer if it's like some random number of stim packs went flying?
Sure.
That makes the most sense. I mean, he just
Yeah.
has packs always ready to access.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a 1d6. Too
Oh.
nice to say 1d12.
You're so generous. I'm like, what?
I was totally thinking a 1d12, but I'll just have you roll a 1d6.
Oh, look at that.
So as you kind of reach your hand out and you're just like, wait, it's not that bad, and all of a sudden out of your pack, just like stim pack goes flying and skitters and slides off the platform here and falls down 10 feet below. It's way down there if someone would like to crawl down there to collect it. Or in case somebody gets, knocked down below, it's sitting there waiting. So who's going next? Is this Beskar behemoth is just gouged into Enos?
I would like to open fire in its face.
It was
Okay.
just waving high.
Now remember, you are engaged with him right now.
Can I step back to short range without any penalties?
You can totally, basically disengage for your maneuver to get in, out of engage range into short range. You take that half step back. Attacks of
Oh, this is
opportunity.
for
Star
the-
Wars is one weakness: the lack of.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the What's the penalty for firing at engaged?
With your weapon, you don't want it because is that gunnery or is that heavy weapon?
It's heavy.
That's gonna add you 2 purple.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it's back down 1 purple, right, for its size?
Yeah, if he's just just out of engage,
saying.
it's 1 purple.
Okay, so yeah, I will back up. Then I will take 2 strain. To perform a second maneuver.
Are you aiming?
No, I'm not aiming. I would like to sidestep,
Oh.
which is, I believe, going to take me another 2 strain, but that means that it will increase the it will upgrade the difficulty of all incoming never mind. I'm not going to do that. I will in fact aim because sidestep only works for ranged attacks.
I was going to say that's a ranged, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, then I will just aim then.
Okay. So let me put a blue in there. You do get a green because it is, silhouette 3. It's a barn.
Ooh.
It's able to go through these double doors, only these double doors. You get the sense that it probably couldn't get through the smaller doors.
Oh, hey, that's good to know.
Okay, so I got your blue for aiming.
So, tear him open.
It's 1 purple for the range, unless there's some kind of modifiers involved. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. In case there's any range defense involved. So, and don't forget I flipped the dark side there.
Yeah,
And
damn you, just I wanted
are-
to flip the light.
And your weapon is auto fire only, right?
Yes, it is.
So I got to get extra purple in there for auto fire.
That's like 2 dark sides against you. Man,
Yeah.
what'd you do? See
Scary
what happens
shit,
when
man.
you're late
Scary
to
shit.
the game?
I'm cashing in quick, man. I'm cashing in quick.
What happens
Permission
when
to
you play
fire.
late? Go for it.
Yep.
Shoot him.
I'm like, who are you asking permission for?
Oh.
You're in
shit.
charge. Why are there 4 black
Yeah.
dice?
The dice today! The dice!
I
Oh,
only
by the
put
way-
2 black
By the way,
dice.
for my advantage, I'm taking a strain back, by the way. I forgot about that.
Okay. So of course he goes, and just lights this area up with blaster fire. Of course, his first and second salvo hits the control panel, blasting it, shorting it out, leaving the doors in this open position. As there's this momentary feel when all of a sudden Quinn's sensitive ears feel a draft. That obviously there's some atmosphere leaving through this open area here. Now the doors seem to be destroyed. What would you like for your 2 advantage? And check your character sheet, because those 2 of those black dice should not have been there unless they're from your crits or you're encumbered. But the upgrades for negative should be because he has adversary. Thank you for giving me that second dice.
I don't have the black dice from my dice pool.
Are you currently encumbered? That could add them.
No, my encumbrance is it says
20 out of 21. So you're 1 over your encumbrance right now. You're wearing too much gear. That's why you have black dice.
Where is it from?
It's probably going to be from your equipment and your armor and the various things you're wearing.
You must have calculated that because it doesn't autofill that. That's a number you put in.
Yes, I think that. Yeah, so I think I just put that in wrong because I have all my gear set up on Ogdudes and it's 20 of 21. So I think I just put the wrong.
You reverse the number, so you may want to fix that because that's where the 2 blacks are coming from.
There we go.
But it's the other way around. At least they were blank, so it didn't affect your failure much. But you do have 2 advantage.
The light side of things.
As he just lit this place the fuck up, and you kind of notice a couple of his shots hit the power generators behind the turbo laser there, and you're seeing like possible warning signs that you don't want to shoot this thing again because it could totally explode. It's almost like there's a reason why they have blast shields.
I mean, I can use advantage to recover a strain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use 1 to recover a strain and pass the other one as a blue dice to the next person.
Okay, so you're recovering how much strain? Just 1?
Just 1, and then I'll pass the blue dice.
Okay, blue dice to the next guy. So who is the next guy as you see him go totally Rambo from Rambo 3 when he's got the 50 cal and just going, ah!
But Rambo hit something.
Ooh!
Oh.
Shade from the medic who's throwing medical supplies around.
All right.
I could shoot unless somebody else wants to.
Up to you guys. I mean, we all get to go before it goes again. So, I mean, if nobody's going to go, I'll shoot it.
Go for it.
All right.
And you're at, looks like medium range or short range?
I think it's short. Let's see. Short?
Yeah, just inside short range. It's you're just like, okay, don't turn around. I'm going to shoot over your shoulder.
All right. Do I have anything? I don't think I have anything that helps me shoot, but I will go ahead and aim.
You have the lack of a Star Wars Hippocratic Oath.
It's a droid-ish thingy vehicle that operates on its own.
Thousands and thousands of years ago, it was someone's pet.
Wow, maybe. I don't know anything about it. All I know is it's some crazy thing that's trying to kill one of my people, so.
It's a monster.
All right. So.
Are you aiming?
Yeah, I will definitely aim.
Okay, I got the blue dice in there and it's ready to go.
All right. Here we go. Please, Lord, be better. Holy shit.
Oh!
Nikes.
What is going on?
As you go, ching, and your blaster bolt just ricochets right off its armor, which seems to be some kind of uber metal, almost like you'd like to know about Beskar someday. And it kind of ricochets off of it, And we're gonna say, yeah, it hits that sparking generator that warned you once. So there's some things happening right there.
Hey guys, it's been nice playing with you.
So what's the next game session for Saturday nights?
As you see some horrible, we'll just say number 7. Yeah, number 7. As there's some spark shooting and the canister rips open in half. The Basilisk droid barely gives it a glance as it looks at its shoulder that your shot just kind of warmed its armor plating. Hey, I would panic fire too if I saw one of these.
Oh yeah.
And you do have 2 advantage. How would you like to use those?
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yeah. That was secretly your plan, was to self-destruct the ship while the pirates are still on it. How clever of you to stay on board too, to fool them.
I guess I will give
The Basilisk
I'll give
droid
her-
sounds like a dog barking.
our next dude. They're a blue, I guess.
Do me a favor real quick. Roll a blue dice.
Oh boy.
We forgot the blue dice that your leader was giving you there.
Ah, that's right.
It won't help you with the despair, but it might give you some
No.
more advantage.
True.
Or take away the fail, so you have just no success.
yeah,
Don't
because there's
roll
only
yet.
a single.
The
There's
dice
only a
pool's
single
clear.
on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Oh, his auto fire was so helpful.
You know what? Actually, I won't give a blue. I'll give it a black.
Give it a black. Okay, I like that.
Try to be defensive here.
As you totally distracted it with your little shot to it. Okay, so who's going next? And y'all kind of see that there's some shenanigans happening in this generator.
So, is this turbo lift that we came up? Is that still here?
That's still open, yep. I'm assuming you guys clicked the lock button so the door stayed open, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I mean, you'd hate for the pirates to push the button and steal your lift and hijack it for the rest of the adventure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say, you guys want to live to fight another day? But I will take a shot at this thing.
Oh!
He was all delaying the conversation there.
He's like, where's that button again? And what range are you currently at?
I'm at short.
Okay. Amazing how short range adversary 2 only does so much nastiness.
Right?
It's done more than enough. Okay, so I've got the. Are you aiming? Or are you going to save that maneuver for running?
I think I'm probably gonna. Well, let me see. I have to. Yeah, I'll do an aim, and if I have to, I'll take 2 strain to run.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so I get. Did you put the blue in, or
I
am
got the blue
putting
in
mine
for you,
blue?
yeah, and the.
Okay. And what about for it being huge?
You get an extra green for that.
Oh, is that automatically in too?
Yep, I got that in.
Okay, nice. All right. Well, here goes nothing.
Don't make it 3 despairs
Oh
in
wait,
a row.
wrong. I almost hit the wrong button. There we go.
Yeah.
That's okay. I
so-
almost forgot to click your upgrade for your
There it
light
is.
side point. It would have been a travesty all the way around. Hey!
Hey, somebody hit it. Of course, it probably soaks all of it, but
So you
Most likely.
fire your heavy blaster pistol in it, and you're just like, oh yeah! As you get a clean chest shot on this thing. And all of a sudden, it kind of like looks down at its chest, and you can see it's like engaging it. It's all those sensors that are on its nose and face look down at the area, and you just see that its armor's kind of red. Like it just did enough that the armor can soak.
Okay, screw that. How you said short range is 2?
Yep.
So one maneuver would be 2 squares.
Yep.
Okay, screw that.
And you have 1 advantage, by the way.
I'm gonna take
Give
one of
me
those.
a blue, I might do something stupid.
Well, I was gonna preserve one of the strain that I take from running off.
As he's yelling, I don't want to acquisition this. I don't want to acquisition this.
I said, well, it's damaged goods, guys. It's already damaged goods.
Damaged goods. I like that.
I've seen those kind of sparks before. Those kind of sparks mean abandoned ship.
As in total anime style, the electronics being excited with the electricity sparks are agitating and going a little bit faster and looking a little more Frankenstein's laboratory. It's like, this shit ain't worth fixing. So, Kay, what are you gonna do?
Are there any holes in its armor?
Not that you think you can safely get to. I mean, it's got battle damage, but this thing's got redundant systems upon redundant systems.
Okay, because I've been carrying this data purge grenade.
Ooh.
Mm.
And what does that
But-
grenade do?
I was gonna say armor shouldn't matter there.
Mm-hmm.
It says check or suffer strain per triangle, or can cause memory loss. Desperate Allies, page 45.
Okay, so it basically does strain damage to droids, in other words. Right?
Okay,
What was it called?
The data purge grenade.
it's a wipe 3 data purge grenade.
So it's not quite the EMP grenades, but it's basically meant for computer stuff. Let me double check real quick.
Desperate Allies, page 45.
I would check that if I had my books on me.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. I didn't find it online real quick, but I'm gonna pull up Og Dudes.
I've had this on me since the beginning, but this is the first time I thought it might be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's more powerful than EMP, I think. But
Well,
Come on,
it's
launch.
specifically meant for wiping computers. You know, it scrambles the data in the memory of a computer.
well, that's the droid's a computer.
Any computer or similar device hit by the grenade loses all programming memory and data stored while remaining functional. Okay, so it basically just blips its memory.
Ah.
A droid hit must make a hard resilience check or suffer 1 strain plus 1 strain per failure.
Yo,
A
if it
disappear-
splits
a
its
A
if it does blip
disparity.
its
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
if it does blip its memory, there's a chance that it might reset the rage mode that it's in. That
Yeah.
could be handy if you do well with it.
It resets to horse mode, where if you breathe in its nose, it becomes loyal to you. Okay, so you can totally chuck the grenade at it.
What skill is that? Is that
That's a ranged
Light.
light attack.
ranged light?
Yep.
Yeah, all grenades are ranged.
Sure.
Ooh, I like how you paused and flipped first. I like that. Are you aiming?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I've got your blue dice and your green dice, and your upgrade is in there. You feel lucky, punk.
Yeah, we're
I'm not
used to
that good at this, but here it goes.
We're used to playing your games of like pause, talking to make things happen.
Okay, so you have 3 advantage to spend. You throw the grenade at him, and immediately it does the. So now he's got to make a resilience check,
Hard.
a hard resilience check.
Hold on. Since I got 3 advantage,
Is there a crit to it or some kind, or
And
Or could you use that 3 advantage to reset the rage mode?
I think so.
I would totally give you those 3 advantages to upgrade the dice, the difficulty, a free upgrade.
there you go.
Hold on. I'm looking for where's weapons? Combat. Weapons. I think it says 3 somethings can cause memory loss. Is that an advantage?
No, that's when it makes its resilience check. So it basically has to do a Constitution save, and if it
okay.
has 3 failures, it basically takes strain. If it has 3 disadvantage, it loses chunks of its memory.
Oh, okay. So can I use those advantage to give it blacks?
Well, I was going to give you a free upgrade. Turn one of those purples into a red.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
Sounds
because
good to me.
there is no crit on that grenade.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the resilience.
Here we go.
See how I pause
Fingers
there to
crossed.
give somebody a chance?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you're wanting a second upgrade.
Yes!
Okay, so here comes his resilience check.
Shit.
Damn.
I figured he had a pretty heavy resilience, but
Yep, no ranks in it, but his brawn is pretty brawny. It's almost like he's a war beast meant to eat through spaceships. So he kind of like shakes his head as your data purge grenade is going off, and inside him some important information is probably being deleted, but it's nothing pertaining to his base core combat programming.
he forgot about his
Which is
Last Rider.
kill.
Yeah.
It's totally in berserk mode. But I am going to give it 2 strain, because, you know, that is two threats there. So 2 strain still makes sense. It still has a lot of strain.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay.
We need
So it kind of shakes its head and looks around. And Kay, are you going to move or are you going to stand right there?
I will take extra strain to move.
Okay. That's probably a good idea. I mean, you don't want to throw a grenade at it and then look at it and go, hi.
So, how many can I move?
2 squares.
One,
I get the distinct impression I'm in danger again.
You are danger close, as they say.
I'm always in danger.
And it's going to boldly walk up on you because you have a freaking chain gun. And we'll throw this out there just to make a little ominousness of the number 6. Over here, the sparks are intensifying. And he's going to come up and attempt to maul you a second time with his other claw.
He loves you. He just wants to hug you.
I might die.
This thing is a beast. I mean, and you have a chain gun, and you did shoot at it. You know, you are the most dangerous weapon on the battlefield right now.
Yes. So he should have, what, a black from the black that he was given, plus a black from my defense.
Yep.
Yep. Take all the black dice we can get.
Okay, and he's of course not going to bother to aim because he's all berserky.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, and I stalled long enough for someone to hit that button to upgrade the difficulty. Look at that.
Classic medic. Gotta keep me safe.
He's like, don't get another crit. Those are expensive. Those take forever to do, you know.
Right?
And he's bringing down the pain with his claw.
The poor... God damn it!
Wow. No crit, though.
No crit.
Jim, stop hitting me!
Stop shooting shit.
That's what I do!
Throw some dirt on it, man.
I do think I actually am going to take a crit from that, because that's just enough to drop me.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Where's your soak? It's only 13 points.
My soak is 5!
Yeah, not enough.
I have a lot of soak, but that's a lot of damage!
I guess I should have stemmed you instead. Oh well.
As Quinn looks at his hand and he's like, I pulled out a stim pack for you. Oh shit, I dropped it.
Well, it was choices, man. Stem, shoot, shit.
Stim, shoot the generator instead. You know, that's your way. You're gonna hope the exploding generator stops the Basilistroid. As Quinn's like, hey guys, I'm holding the elevator.
It's this elevator here.
So Venus goes down.
Do I need to roll another crit now?
Yep, you're
yeah.
at 0.
God damn it.
And I'll even throw the gratifying back pain picture. Back pain.
Yeah. That adds up.
Slightly dazed while out cold.
Well, when he comes up, he'll be dazed. Yeah.
The irony that it's a Mandalorian droid with this Mando on Mando violence.
There's a lesson in that somewhere.
Mando on Mando violence is not really that rare, to be honest.
It's not. That's Saturday night, you know.
Yeah, that's a night at the pub.
Okay, so that was his turn. He just comes up and takes that left claw and just drops him to the ground. You see the sad sound of him make it fall to the ground and his gun barrel slowly winding to a stop.
Yeah, you suddenly hear laser bolts stop flying from my gun.
Okay, guys, bus is leaving.
He's just like, I'm out of here.
Who knew that
No, don't
loyalty
worry, I
was
got
not his
you.
motivation?
I got you, man. I got you.
So apparently, if a space station is large enough, it's considered ground. Because we never do this bad in space.
Okay, somebody want to grab him and come join me in this relative safety of the
Yeah,
turbo?
give me a second. Let's see. That's kind of my plan here. I'm just assessing here.
I mean, thankfully, the
Um,
turbo lift does have doors on either side, here or here, so there is that option for getting in and evading. Technically, I mean, Oni, you are the closest to get to him.
No, not to.
I'm right
not
next to him,
him.
practically. What are you talking about?
And the question is, do you have the encumbrance to grab him and his weapon?
He probably has a death grip on it, but let's see.
It is a Mandalorian in his gun. I probably do have a death grip on it.
But yeah, I'm checking here because I thought I had that skill. Why do I not have it listed there? Step back after.
Because apparently not. As I got a message from Anea saying she totally wishes she could be here gaming.
Well, just tell her no.
No,
Tell
she
her
doesn't.
we think that.
Send her the picture you sent us and just say no you don't.
Wait, where? I could have sworn one of my specializations with Stimpack was boosting.
Like Stimpack specialization or the medicine one where
Yeah.
you boost their characteristic.
I thought it was a Stimpack. Successful, the engage level increases one. Oh, there it is. It's application. I'm missing the reading. I had to go look at the other. Okay. So I will.
He's checking your medical records.
Oops. Yeah, right.
You
I'm running over
are
here.
allergic to Beskar.
I'm running over here. I am going to smack him with the stim pack. And oops,
You're
there
a
we go.
cruel, cruel man.
How much do you stim me for?
It's going
'Cause
to
I
be
know you have
for
bonus.
5, 6, 7, and then with stim pack application, hopefully I'll increase the characteristics with a. Let's see. Let me look at you here real quick. Whoops.
Totally increases intelligence because it's reduced right now.
Or you could increase my bronze so I have more soak.
Well, it's up to you what you want to increase, but I'm just checking to see if I want to go for a 3 green or a 3 purple or a 2 purple. If I go 2 purple, you'll take 3 strain. If I do a 2 purple or a 3 purple, then you take 1 strain.
I'm not worried about the strain.
Yeah, you look like you're okay considering the circumstances. So
Now
And
that
it's
he's
not
literally
doing
got
stun damage. I have plenty of strain.
he's literally
Yeah,
got the
so-
Weapon X claw marks across his outfit now.
so 7 points. You're
So I take
healed.
3 strain.
7 points. You're healed. You're going to take 4 strain,
And,
and
it's
I need a
purple.
2 purple medicine check, please. Oh, look at that.
I
He's
had to
got
get you
something
back
for
on
you,
the
man.
board.
He's
You
got
had-
something for you.
You had no destiny points. I was feeling bad for you.
All the destiny points he keeps changing for you. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you're in a hurry. There's a basilisk droid looking over your shoulder. He's literally like looking at you and looking at him and looking at you and looking at him.
All right.
Medic
I
tries to save me from underneath the basilisk droid. What the shit?
I will take 1 strain back. I will give. You have not gone yet, correct?
Me? I have
No.
not.
He has not gone yet.
I will give him a blue for whatever the shit he's got to try to do. And then I will take 2 strain to continue moving.
Time to get
Wait.
You recovered 1 strain, right? And then you gave me
Yes.
a blue? Or you passed a blue to the next person, right?
He's
I
passing
gave you a blue.
you
I
specifically.
took 1 strain back, used 2 to give you specifically a blue.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, if we just have me go next, you can use 1 to pass the blue to the next person, and you can use the other advantage to, like, give him a black if that's something. Oh, no, because it's not a combat check. Never mind.
I was totally thinking you'd give him a free maneuver to help him get off his ass.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Two
that would be
extra check, right?
nice. That would be great.
Is that 2 or 3?
That's 3 for a free maneuver.
I guess I'll suffer 1 more strain. Okay, I'll do that.
So I assume you're getting up.
Me? Yes, I would like to get up and
Okay, so for your free maneuver, you got to your feet as he sticks you in the guts with the patch. It heals up some wounds. Well, no, getting up is a maneuver.
Oh, okay.
So on your turn, you can totally run, but basically he gave you a hand up as the bonus. Which is
And
probably,
does that count against my maneuvers?
it counts as your total maneuver. So you've already taken 1 maneuver this round. So you can
Okay.
only
Got 1
take
left.
1 more.
Okay.
But that's okay, because the lift is within 1 maneuver. Okay, so who's going next? See, that's how I tactically would think of the free maneuver is the quicker way to evacuate if that's the call.
Now, when he gets up, is he able to get up with the gun in hand?
I will give him that he can get up with the gun in hand if he can roll me a d20 and predict if it's high or low. Ooh,
So
that's
are
cool.
you gonna roll or am I rolling?
Oh no, I'll let you roll.
It's all
Okay.
in your
What
hands,
is it?
man.
What is the command
Literally.
for it?
Yeah, basically if you can put roll 1d20, / roll 1d20, or you can go to the little index on the side there and click on the
On the
dice
left.
shape and just
Top
click
left.
d20. But first call if it's high or low, basically.
How
How much of a death grip did you really have on it?
Or odd or even, right?
I like high or low, but you can do odd or even
Oh,
if you want to
okay.
get even more crazy.
Damn.
I'm just gonna go low because it's been one of those days.
Okay. like you on the ground. It was low. And yes,
Woo!
you apparently had a death grip on it. Just not enough to keep the prepared one going.
He remembered
Yeah.
to keep a hold of it as he was getting up.
He had fond flashbacks when he was a child and he held onto his not toy Gatling gun as he was given
This
this
is
tiny
my rifle. This is my gun.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah.
for killing and one is for fun.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would like to spend a maneuver to run over here.
Okay.
So that's right in front of the lift, right?
Yep.
I'm next to it now.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Yeah, the lift is
I will.
this one.
Oh, okay. I can get there, right? Just underneath.
Okay. So you're
Underneath
running into the tube?
Not into the tube, right in front of it, because I'm underneath Oni right now.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
I
don't
will.
worry, I'm about
Wow.
to get in there.
Odie's about to say, later, skater.
And then I will
Weird.
chuck an EMP grenade at it.
Ooh. Look at you starting some shit.
I think I have any of those, do I?
And before you get any fucking ideas, Jim,
So you are outside of short range with him. Do you have anything that increases your range with grenades?
Grenades are always short range.
Yeah, unless you have, like Enforcer or some other class that adds, like, the ability to,
There actually is a
Yeah,
couple
I
out there that
guess-
help for being a grenadier.
yeah.
I guess no then, because I don't have anything that I can do there. I thought I was because
You should have done that first, then run.
Well, do you really want to throw a grenade while adjacent?
I mean, it's an EMP grenade. It couldn't hurt me.
Just tingle.
Look who likes his gear so much. All of a sudden, the motor on your Gatling gun stops working.
True.
No.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So what is Oni and Kay up to?
Well, I am getting in the thing and getting ready to. Actually, can I since Enos isn't in it yet, can I just kind of pull him with me into the turbo lift?
If you want to use your action, yeah, you can drag somebody in there with you.
Yeah, I'll use the action so I can. Quinn's already in, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I will use my action to drag Enos in with me.
You just grab
And
a
then now we're just-
handhold because he's now got
And now we're
6
just
handholds
waiting
on his
Kay.
armor.
Yeah.
Just reach into one of those gouges in his armor, just pull it like it's a combat handle on the back of the armor.
If it was
Waiting
sealed,
on you,
not
Kay.
sealed
Now
anymore.
we're waiting on you.
Okay, so Kay, what you doing?
So I'm the only person outside of the turbo lift?
Yep,
Yep.
and the door is right there.
That's a bad idea.
Hit it. Get us
Okay.
back to deck 4.
And can I hit the button for deck 4?
You can totally hit the button for deck 4. So you hit
I
the
will hit the button for deck 4.
and politely hit the closed door button.
Yes.
And in classic Star Wars fashion, you hear the doors instantly go shink because they are totally lethal and there's no ocean Star Wars. And the elevator, the
Right.
turbo lift starts shooting down into the ship.
With a little rumble on deck 2.
Who wants to tell the salvagers this great crap up on deck 1? Nobody wants to volunteer for that. All right.
I'm not the talker, so that's not my job.
I know. We'll tell them don't go to deck 1. They'll think we're lying and go.
Ooh, leaving it up to karma.
So based on
Reverse
what
psychology.
we saw of this, was this literally like a ship catastrophic event sort of thing?
It's gonna be bad for the ship because the ship is in bad shape and you really don't want anything blowing up right now. Like, you don't really want a lot of explosives going off. So there could be chances that bad shit happens from this. Or it could just be some more superstructure damage.
I'm radioing Rigger and saying, you might want to clear on back to our ship just to be on the safe side.
Oh. As Rigger, looks back between the console where she's plugged in and the droids.
Wait. Are there any airlocks we can blow it out of?
Don't see
Not
any up there.
on the deck you were on. I mean, there's a reason why it had to force its way onto this part of the ship.
Yeah, looks like
You
a pretty
totally
sealed
could have
deck.
taken it to this lift down to the level 2, which is totally evacuated to space.
Yeah, that's it. Just put a leash on it, walk it over, take it out for
Who's-
body break.
Who's a good basilisk? Who's a good basilisk?
I'll adopt it.
Yeah, I see that going over real well. I don't think it's house trained, man.
No, not at all.
Okay, so you guys, immediately the lift pops open to deck 4. It's not very long for that to happen. Rigger's meets you right at the lift because she's kind of confused about what are you talking about? Get back to the ship. And the lift's kind of on the way to the ship unless she takes the shortcut. She totally would rather hook up with you guys before just getting on the ship.
Right?
If she's a team player and she just looks at the technicians and looks at the droids and just politely says, excuse me, I must go see my friends. Okay, so she meets you at the lift. You guys have time to talk. As you can only imagine, up there the generator's sparking more and bad shit is happening.
Yeah, let's reassess and talk on this ship and see what
Yeah,
happens.
we'll talk from a safe distance from the
Okay.
ship.
So you guys head back to the umbilical here that's connected to your guys' ship. It's only been, less than a minute, Thank God for fast turbo lifts. You guys, definitely not dilly-dallying. You're running straight for your ship. So just when you, close your airlock to start having some private conversation time, Rigger's just what the fuck, guys? Literally, that crying dog in the background is Rigger saying, what the fuck?
My grandpappy's dog didn't like me too much.
Rigger looks Enos up and down and is just damn, which is the droid equivalent of boo.
We're wait for it.
Okay, so
Can I go do a computers check to scan that area of the ship, maybe, to see if
sure. So you get a little preemptive heads up of just how bad things are looking.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
kind of my
totally
idea.
give you that. Go ahead and give me a computers roll.
All right, let's see here.
As you're noticing, there's a bunch of life signs all over the ship now. It's their crew is spread out pretty well.
Yep, everything set up.
Yep, everything's set up.
All right.
Okay, as you get on the computer console and you're just mashing buttons real quick, and you're just getting weird energy readings all over the ship, and in the exact moment, a solar flare must be hitting outside because it's kind of hazing your screen. It looks like you got raspberry jelly coming down the computer monitor. But you have 3 advantages.
I got jammed.
Is there something unrelated to specifically the imminent explosion that you're interested in?
Something else.
Something computers or system scanners related?
Can I trust in your wonderful judgment?
I would totally give you that if you want, you could disconnect your ship from that ship, basically cut the connection so that way if anything happens to the ship, it doesn't bounce back on your ship.
Sure.
I would
will
hate
go
to
ahead.
have a blackout happen and take out both your ships.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So
Okay, while he's doing
I'll just throw this
Is
out
there-
there. Does
okay.
anybody have a comm channel for the other guys on the ship? Do we want to warn them?
yes, you do have a channel to radio them.
I'll just give them a quick radio, like, anybody who values living might want to vacate the ship. Just saying. That's all. Thank you. We're fine.
Just a small reactor leak. So immediately on the comm, there's a reply of the captain, and he's just like, "Please provide
Everything's
more
not okay here."
information."
There's a party upstairs. We left it up there.
James,
Yeah.
is damage
A real
control run by
blowout.
computers?
Sorry, say that again.
Is damage control part of computers?
Actually, doing ship damage control.
Yes.
Strain is computers, right?
Yeah, strain is computers for system strain.
But not mechanical
Yeah.
or health.
Okay, I was just wondering if there's like damage control protocols where it would evacuate the air and foam whatever fires there are.
Well, remember, you did just sever your
No
connection
fire yet.
between them.
Yeah. And
Oh.
we blew something up that was real, like a weapons system sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, the power system's going to blow, so there's no fire exactly yet.
Yeah, it's just that there's a small electrical storm that's the generator for a massive planetary weapon building up its charge with nowhere to go except the area it's housing in, which is a horrible, horrible safety feature. If only two despairs hadn't happened.
So I'm kind of thinking
Well,
we might want to steer this ship far
Can we tell the
away.
robots to fire the gun and discharge the extra energy?
Unfortunately, they can't fire the weapons. That's a repair that needs to be done.
Oh. Which is why it's blowing up.
Yeah, totally
Well-
not your guys' fault for shooting at it.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're drifting away from the ship slowly as I'm starting to power.
Short. When the
As
power
I'm-
came on,
As
it-
I'm slowly
it-
trying to fire up the ship.
when
Yeah,
the power
I'm,
came on, there must have been some short. We went down there and it was already about to blow.
Okay, so that's the message you're sending is there's a short in the generators and they're about to explode. So you're giving them the friendly heads up. I like that.
hey, I gave him a friendly heads up.
As in here, the droid's like, the turbo laser generators are about to explode. Oh no! And he looks over at his friend and says, Organic,
Is there any
so-
way we can take the old robots with us?
"Well, nobody told them to leave with you guys, so no, they're
Not
manning their
anymore.
posts."
We're already.
Rigger's just
we're
like,
firing
"I'll
this
be
thing
right
up."
back," and all of a sudden, you guys are like on the ship now, and Rigger's like, "Okay."
And I'm like, I'm not getting readings, so I'm disconnecting.
So, somebody tell me high or low, by the way.
Hi.
Ooh, high. Okay, good,
Yay!
good. So it's
Yeah.
not as bad as you thought. So that's
I was
that's
thinking high
good.
too.
You were all thinking magical high thoughts. So let's see what happens. This number is minus 20. Ooh, but at least it's minus 20, not plus 50. Okay, so as you guys are disconnecting, you get that chink as you disconnect, and you get the sense that the pirate captain's like, everybody evacuate on board. We'll see what happens. As you hear this rumble explosion on the very top of the ship, it kind of pushes the ship away from you guys with special Star Wars space momentum. And that's going to be a 61. What is a 61?
On a capital ship.
All right, so the shield generator just disappeared with what was left of that turbo cannon.
Oh, that's not good.
As all of a sudden, it's not like the shields were turned on yet anyway. That was a repair that hasn't been hit yet. But all of a sudden, you see like vital components of the shield generator go flying into space, disintegrating.
Buddy, the damage doesn't look so bad from out here.
As you see this like venting of atmospheres, you're like, oh, well, good thing we closed the elevator. As you know, you just see this like one mechanical hand holding on to keep from being spaced. Let's see how that works out. Let's see what the dice say. Does the Basilisk make his check?
Yay!
The Basilisk does not get shot into space to hunt you down. All of a sudden, things go from good to worse. We survived! Oh god, there's a Basilisk on us. Get it off! Get it off! Okay?
Well, it appears it has flight capability, right? Or is that just planetary?
It looked like it may have had its flight capability. It wasn't using it indoors because obviously it's not a good place to use it, you know.
No.
When you're almost hitting the ceiling, you should probably not turn on your jump jets. Or should you? So, of course, you know, you guys kind of see their ship is still connected and kind of like pivoting with the ship, and you guys are disconnected looking, and immediately you get a crackle over the comm system as, you know, you're hearing that droid that was talking to you guys earlier, and he's just informing you that apparently Deck 1 has lost all atmospheric abilities. Some kind of damage from the turbo blaster generator, most likely previously done damage. Very sad, very sad. We have lost officially 20% of our weapons capabilities. Currently, our weapon capabilities are down to only 40%.
Hmm.
And of course, as the ship tilts, you see a couple of the other turbo lasers are jacked up from the outside. This was, sadly, one of the really nice good ones.
What a shame. So just that area of Deck 1 or cargo and everything?
The entirety of Deck 1.
Okay.
Apparently, the emergency blast doors to the turbo blaster generator did not respond and close as protocols insisted they should have already been closed. Good thing he didn't get progress reports.
Well, we're glad you're safe.
Yeah. It was a bumpy ride, but us inorganics are made of sterner stuff. As you get the stiff upper chin moment.
And the other guys were on Deck 3, right? So they were at least one deck removed.
Yep. Unless some other guys were sneaking into Deck 1, which you know for a fact they weren't.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well.
Oddly enough, the forward part of Deck 1 is still pressurized. Because it's technically not connected.
Okay, so that is okay. Okay. So the storage area. Mm-hmm. So we will report to them, or I will let one of the talkers report. It's like, hey, let them know that all of Deck 1 is depressurized, so it's no longer viable for salvage.
As you know, you just get that negative, sad message of, oh, well, you know, these derelict ships, they can always be a danger to be on board. I mean, I guess we're lucky we have half the ship, right, partners? You can practically hear the wink wink. So what about's happened?
What about what?
Well, we went up there to check and to start checking stuff out, and we heard this banging noise on this door, and then we heard some crackling from the inside, and we had our computer guy take a real quick reading, and it seemed like the weapon systems were deteriorating and one of the generators was breaking down, so we made a run for it.
Good lie. Go ahead and give me a deception roll. I'm giving you a blue dice.
Me do the lie.
I'm giving you a blue dice because it's over the comms, and you guys have been so friendly with each other.
I was gonna say we got,
and it's almost the truth.
Yeah, and I'll even mention that there was like a big clawing at the door or something. There you go.
Yeah.
You are not the most lying person. It must be the Mandalorian honor code.
Legalized
my
in the
deception's not
future.
great.
As he kind of gives you this, okay, and you hear some muffled communication because he's covering his mic. I think they're betraying us. Make sure they don't shoot us.
There's this big ass motherfucker that destroyed the systems up there, which is still more of the truth.
It's mostly the truth.
Actually, the big ass creature up there caused damage to the rest of the ship, which is not a lie. Us shooting at it to defend ourselves caused the damage, so it's not a lie. That would be 100% truth. Didn't, because I'm not saying that it's directly damaged the ship itself. It caused the damage to the ship.
When you're conveniently trying to say you didn't shoot the shit and blow the ship up.
Right.
It's all the truth.
But I would
Luke, from a
would recommend that they might want to finish salvage operations. The ship seems very unstable. We might want to go. You might want to convey that. And we'll cover them.
I mean, yeah, I convey that. Like,
and we'll cover them.
Ship seems pretty unstable. If you guys want to try and hurry up finishing what you had left, we can get ready to go.
Okay. So someone give me 2 coercion rolls. The first one is going to be for the captain. The second one is going to be the crew in general, because they're listening in on this. Because their crew is technically all spread out, so...
Yeah,
I'm also not good at this. Does anyone else want to try or help?
Somebody can totally lean over your shoulder and say, y'all should really get off the ship because this is some dangerous shit.
Yeah, I can play fast and loose with the truth on you here.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Fairness.
This is just to see if they panic flee from the situation. This is to answer my own question here of how would they accept this? Because, the captain's wanting more profit, so is he willing to risk his people? Maybe not when the ship just exploded, because,
Well, because sometimes weapons explosions can have a cascading effect on other systems, you never know what's going to go next.
Because his motivation is profit. So, I mean, loss of life may not be that important.
Yeah. Well, that was a major weapon.
The less people that come back, the fewer ways it gets split.
That's the problem, is which greed or self-preservation. That's what the dice rolls for.
Yeah.
And there could always be a mutiny if the crew, wants to bug out and he doesn't. There could always be a mutiny.
Yeah. That whole deck was nothing but power arrays for the massive planetary weapons, so who knows what might happen on the next explosion.
There could totally be a
cascade. Yeah, there could be cascade down, and your guys' ship is still attached, right below where it happened,
As you're trying to get
we'll
that
be here for emergency recovery if needed.
As that Rhodian that got grounded in his ship is totally ready to disconnect the ship. Remember, that was the panic fire.
We'll pick up any escape pods when you guys need to fire them off. I mean, we'll haul you in, when that goes down.
No. You could always go down to. You could always send somebody to deck whatever it is and have them check.
As soon as they get to the deck,
the
lift opens, they get spaced.
All right. So who's making that roll?
Who's making that roll?
Oh, no. No, we got a new roll. Yep.
Give me a coercion roll.
That was me being bad at deception.
That was his. That was his one that made the captain second guess whatever the hell's coming out of his mouth.
So we got 2 rolls to do. Which one are we doing first?
The first is going to be the captain.
Okay.
I'm great at talking, but mainly when I'm telling the truth.
Because maybe you guys succeed with the captain. He just tells his people to get the hell off the ship. So.
Yep.
You're using sense and logic there, so.
If I can lie to him, I can make the roll, but I'm not good at coercion.
If you want to go with deception, I'll accept it. Because it is
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
like
spinning the whole
Speak the truth
tale
a
about the
little bit.
cascades and
Oh my
the
god.
cascading systems, the weapons, and their ship getting blown up before they can get off. We'll pick
Mhm.
up your scam bots. All
He
that
doesn't have the
jazz.
technical knowledge to be totally telling the truth about all that. He's just reverberating or regurgitating.
reactor
Shit, he's
leak
being
on
told.
level 7. We're fine. We're
I'm
fine.
just making crap up. What are you talking about?
The solar winds are interacting with the turbo laser's depleted power sources. With a full charge, they become very volatile. So go ahead and make your roll.
Oh.
So the captain's just like, you obviously have not been in the salvaging business. It was just a little tummy rumble of the ship. She's just settling, that's all. As of course people are looking at him like, what?
Yeah, because you barely failed.
As he's just like, you need to be made of sterner stuff for this. And now go ahead and give me a roll for his crew in general who's overhearing this exchange.
What? You're protecting
That's
the crew.
the same thing.
Yep,
The same roll?
Same roll, yep.
They have the same level?
Oh,
Oh, a little bit less.
Yeah,
Oh,
only 2 purple. That's why they're using a dark side point.
yeah.
That, and it would be cruel to do that on the captain, to make him go after 3 reds and a purple. That would be cruel.
But he succeeded on this one.
Okay,
Aha.
so you say that, and he's just like, it was just the ship's tummy rumbling. You really need to be more stern if you're going to be in this kind of salvage business. Who knows how much salvage was lost on that floor before the explosion? And he kind of like, how much supplies did you put on your ship before you detach? And you can practically hear his eyes manga-style squinting with suspicion. It's not like bad though, because it's not like you rolled threat and he thinks you're robbing him. He's just throwing it out there as a one-liner to distract his people. However, you start getting this squawk on the comms of people saying, "Cap, are you sure we shouldn't head to the ship just to be safe?" Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes, around the ship, people are oddly inching their way back to the airlock where the ship's connected. Just in case. Some of the greedier ones are grabbing their loot and getting it into the airlock just in case. They're taking 3 steps into the ship and dropping their shit to make sure it doesn't get lost.
Nice.
So you guys are, you basically floating outside the ship. You saw the explosion happen. You don't see their ship detach yet. Or, hanging in the air of yet, ... What do you guys do? As Sparky's
do we have
saying...
any way? Oh, sorry.
Sparky's saying, let's shoot the ship! It's the only
Do we
way
have
to be
any way
sure.
of communicating just with these guys?
With the guys in the engineering room?
Yeah, do we have any way to communicate with, this droid here?
You can totally communicate with the auxiliary system room, because Rigger did get that up. So you could communicate with them.
Maybe, flick the power on and off a few times. Just up, on and off, and off. Click, 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 click.
Like Morse code.
No, give him a scare on the ship that things are shut down or something.
And he kind of I don't understand what that will do, sir. Master Jedi, I will do as you instruct, but I'm confused as to why exactly we would modulate the voltage. On which deck would you like me to do this to?
All of them. Just do it real quick.
And he kind of you can hear, he's communicating to his... The Master Jedi is wishing to us to flicker the lights.
No, do it without talking. Just do it.
As you command, Master Jedi. And, all of a sudden, outside the ship, through the little viewports, you see the decks are randomly blinking of lights. And, it looks like the ship's having some kind of systems cascade failure. Because it's totally random. As the droid just replies back and says, Master Jedi, I've used a binary sequencer to make the bleeps seem completely random. This is a private communication. What should I tell the organics that are attempting to enter the armory?
Just look at him and say run.
As you hear his open comm, and he's like, "Run, run, organics! Your doom is approaching if you do not evacuate." And you hear some like heavy equipment cutting something, like almost like somebody's cutting the armory door open, because they totally failed their roll to hack it open. As you know, he's like, you hear the one tech. He's like, "Silly droid, it's fine. It's just a blip of the lights. My sensors say we should be absolutely fine until we get into this armory. Have you had any communications from the other folks?"
No, you're not talking to anybody.
As he just has this like pause. He was about to tell everything. He's like, I have not talked to anybody. And he kind of quotes, because you can tell this guy is one green for deception. So he's just like reiterating exactly what you say. And he says, "I must see to the lights. They seem to have stopped flickering. Maybe that is a good thing." And he goes back, and you see the lights start flickering a second later as he's going back to the computers to make them flicker. And visually,
He's
you guys
trying.
do see, if anyone's looking out your window, the other ship is powering up.
Oh, nice.
You notice the running lights are turning on. The engines are kind of going into standby mode. So somebody is turning their ship on for evacuation, even though it sounded like the captain was not giving that order. It's just that the guy doing it didn't have jump in the saddle, so it took him time to get to the cockpit to start doing that. As you hear this crackly sound over the open comms, and it's the captain of the other ship, and he's like, "Now hear this. I want my crew to know not to evacuate at any time. We will be fine, I promise you, as my steward crew, that you don't need to evacuate this ship. The others, they're just a little squeamish when it comes to salvage. And we haven't even gotten the good stuff yet. I've been told on Deck 4 there is an armory that's been yet to be tapped, and who knows what Jedi treasures are locked in there. We all know what those space wizards carried weapon-wise.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to him again and say, "Can you guys detach their ship from where you are?"
Ooh. As I'm doing a quick leadership roll. I did not mean to hit that twice, but we'll go with it anyway. Wrong button.
You're flipping for both sides.
As you know, it seems like maybe whatever he's saying is calming his crew down, because greed, greed before life-saving things. And of course the droid says, "Master Jedi, you would like us to jettison their ship?"
Not the hangar bay. Just detach the. Are they in? Oh wait, no. Is their ship in, or is it umbilical?
Their ship is attached to the airlock.
Oh, so you could just disconnect the airlock, right?
Possibly, unless the other ship has any countermeasures for that, which you're not sure, but they might have. It depends if they use their breaching tube or if they just connected to the airlock. If they just connected to the airlock, he could totally just unlock the airlock and, say, "No, denied." Now that they have those controls.
Yeah, like locked. Like unlock. Like set their ship. What's the word? Disconnect their ship and shut down the power to everything until I say otherwise.
Yes, sir.
Everything shuts down.
Your orders are strange, but you are the Jedi, sir.
I hope you know what you're doing, Oni.
I never know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's reassuring.
As
It's liberating, though.
he's gonna make the computer rolls to do this. Is anybody gonna flip a light side for him?
Wow, giving us a chance at it even.
Yeah, I'll flip one.
Okay, he'll the force is on your side, so you're reinforcing him, and you're giving him that total Luke Skywalker of shut him down, shut them all down. As
Bam!
exactly what you were directing him to do is exactly what you guys see happen. All of a sudden, the airlock has this hiss on both sides of it. It's venting air between the two ships, and the eject button is pushed, and the ship kind of like pops backwards, starts free falling. Thank God the engines are in standby mode, so they won't hopefully crash into anything. Speaking of crashing into anything, you hear things tinging off the hull of your ship. Since nobody's actually steering your ship in the debris field.
No, I
Oh,
said
okay.
I was firing it up
Okay. I was just making
after
sure.
we disconnected and drifted initially. I said I was firing it up.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure somebody was at the helm.
Oh yeah.
And you immediately see the whole ship go dark. As of course, off camera, you see the droid pull out the main breaker, which looks like a breaker you see on an AC
Oh,
unit.
jeez.
It's those big blocky handles you grab and just pull the main breaker out. As he just looks
And
at
then
the other droid and puts the breaker on the droid's lap, like, hold on to this, my friend. The Jedi Master
and then
said,
yeah, right.
you kind of broke up there.
Oh, sorry about that. I was just gonna, radio the other crew and be like, "Look, guys, I told you that this was gonna happen. If you need us to come, pick you up after you escape pod or whatever, we'll do that."
And the captain kind of replies back, and he's like, "Damn it! Get me some lights! There are no escape pods on this ship."
Well, then get your shit, man. What are you waiting for?
And he starts, you can hear him flip radio channels, and he starts barking orders in a coded channel to his ship, probably. That's what you're probably assuming. As his ship is attempting to reconnect. It's going to be a lot more difficult now. Because someone is saying, no, you can't reconnect.
All right, now we just sit back and wait for the hilarity to ensue.
Oh! As you see whoever's piloting the ships, the engines light up, and they kind of come in to reconnect and kind of sideswipe the ship, and you can just see their airlock hatch on that side of the ship is just jacked the fuck up. As it does not appear operable whatsoever. They tried to connect and they failed and they sideswiped and some of the latches connected but ripped right off.
Nice.
As you guys are hearing squawk in the open channel of the whole, Captain, we can't keep the ship must be resisting our attempts to access it.
I'm
Totally
gonna
isn't my
contact the
bad
droids.
piloting.
I'm gonna contact the droids and ask them for an update on those guys who are trying to get into the armory.
And you get dead static. Because remember, they were using the ship's comms and they turned off everything.
Oops.
They're sitting in a
That
blacked
might
out
not have been the
auxiliary
best
room,
idea.
waiting for orders, and the comm button is turned off because there's no power to it. And nobody supplied them portable comms.
We have spacesuits on the ship, right?
We did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Oni, you wanna grab a suit and head over there personally?
And this is how the CO gets rid of the new guy.
I need to talk to his
Yeah.
little droid friends.
Just wait till the other guys figure their stuff out and go, and we'll be able to redock. We can redock.
Okay. You really think they're just gonna leave? Besides, what about those that didn't make it to their ship?
Well, they're gonna be trying to find a way off, and You just let him simmer for a little bit.
And break into the Jedi arsenal.
Well, hey, I don't know. It's
Where are
not
they
a
gonna go
perfect
with that?
plan.
As all of a sudden you guys hear some static on the comms, and it's like, they address your ship. It's like, please be advised, we're attempting to dock in one of the umbilicals. Which one did your ship already dock with, since we know it's stable? As you can totally tell that whoever's piloting the ship is trying to circle over and wants to dock where you guys docked. He's totally asking
this
for a
isn't
phone
the
a friend.
captain.
No, this
Yo,
isn't the captain.
when we first showed up, we got a scan of the umbilicals, right? And we knew one that was unstable, right?
Yep.
Can we give him that one?
Ooh.
Now you're getting in on the fun. I love it.
Wow. Okay.
I know nothing, man. I'm just
So
piloting the ship, man.
you're telling him, head over to docking tube 3. It's totally safe. And the ship kind of he's like, thank you there. It's good to be working with you guys.
Heads up, though, we're not sure. It could have been damaged by the. It could have been damaged by the.
Blasts.
But by the blasts. We're not sure. We disconnected as soon as we could.
As they're just like, thanks for the heads up. We need to at least pick up our crew. We'll let them know to head down to deck 4.
Wouldn't want you to get hurt.
We'll hang around just to make sure it all goes safely.
Okay. So thankfully the droids aren't saying no and locking down that hatch there.
Yep, no,
So-
just the one.
He's piloting around to the funky one that's got a little couple aches and breaks there, and he just politely asks you guys to move out of the way.
Yeah.
We are docking where our sister ship said it's safe. Prepare for docking. Taking no chances. And they connect.
Oh.
You see the umbilical kind of stretch and contort, but it seems to be barely holding together. As you see, as soon as they connect, a bunch of lights, because of course the umbilical's pulling power from their ship, and lights pop up as you start seeing some figures walking the same way you guys did. And this is when you show your true
So
colors.
does it look like they're evacuating, or does it look like they're putting more people in?
It looks like they're boarding the ship.
They got to get in to, get their people out.
Because they've
help
got to
them out.
open this airlock, because the airlock's not working because somebody shut it down. And you see one guy shoot you guys the thumbs up.
Cockpit to cockpit. Hey.
I dubbed him Fonzie.
Hey. As you see, the guy's got some difficulties, like breaks his tool or whatnot, but he does get the airlock open, and they all get on and close the airlock behind them, leaving his hyper spanner to float into the vacuum of the tube. Because, damn it, they don't make scavenger tools like they used to. There was too much duct tape on that hyper spanner.
Hopefully the captain got some good salvage before all this went awry.
So we caused a little chaos, and now when we go back, we'll fix it all up nice and shiny new, right?
From a certain
I just sort
point
of
view.
look at Oni and look at Riggs.
Riggs just looks at you and looks at Oni and gives this droid shrug. Riggs feels left out of what happened. There's inside jokes happening, and Rigger was left out of it.
Right? They don't get it.
My ship doesn't blow up. If it blew up, you blew it up. Okay, so you see that there's some talk saying hey Captain, if you head down to deck 4, we now have a new airlock established, but it's kind of jinky. So if you want to evacuate, take the lift down to deck 4, we can get out of here. And you hear the captain kind of like barking orders of, well, make sure that we've got the armory cleaned out and then we can evacuate.
You remember that big damn Triumph that was up there before?
The one that I let you do exactly what you wanted to the entire ship?
Was that the one? Okay.
That was the one, yep.
Okay, just checking.
That was the masterful following of orders I gave you.
Roger.
Well played, though. What are you looking to have happen?
Yeah, he was trying something.
Oh, I just was, wondering if the armory door maybe couldn't be opened or not, but yeah.
On the plus side, to answer your question, we have some really good technicians. Let's find out. And we'll add a upgrade for the bad environmental issues. I mean, how good can these technicians be? I mean, granted, they are working together. Oh, I was waiting for it. Ooh, upgrades.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Whoa.
Always love those.
So off camera, you see them cut the door open. They go in there, they grab a bunch of shit. And is there anything you'd like to have happen for the Despair? Because yes, they got in there and they found some cool shit, but there's a Despair.
Somehow the owlbear beast thing makes its way in there.
I mean,
Here's
you can
what,
totally have it that they missed something super valuable.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Is that the schematic was actually, it was mislabeled. Like, this was the simple armory. The really good armory was actually the bulk food storage room. It was mixed up on the labels got mixed up or something.
Okay, so that this is just one of two armories.
But the other one's just on label.
Other
This
stuff
one just
stored in, another
Okay.
location.
they didn't get the good. They didn't get the good.
This was
stuff.
the armory that the Jedi cleared as they were fighting off the Mandalorians.
Okay, so you clearly see through the umbilical if you guys are just hanging out that they're evacuating the ship. There's a large crowd going through these umbilicals, and they got lots of clear plastic to steel windows that you can see through, and they're evacuating en masse with armloads of stuff. You're
That
not
should
really
make 'em happy.
quite sure what they've got, but they've cleaned this place out. You have a feeling.
They feel happy that maybe they won't come back, and they'll be happy and go.
Mm-hmm. And of course, as soon as you see the captain come, he's barking orders. He's waving a light over his head to make sure that he can see what people are grabbing, so he knows that when it comes to divvy up time, he's going to get his share. As he kind of looks your direction and pops on the comms saying, so do you have an inventory of what you put on your ship yet?
Nothing.
We didn't take
Chance
anything.
for anything except what we had on us.
And he's like, so very well, very well. So I just need to let you know that some of my men ran into a problem with some of those droids in the auxiliary systems and had to put them down. I'm sure you're okay with that, of course, right? You can practically see his eyebrow perking up through space.
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing that we had to damage the droids for the necessary, but if they were causing you problems, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we're more concerned with the lives. You guys getting off safe. If you got what you need, we're okay with that.
If you'd like to join us in splitting up the loot, I can have my navigator give you the coordinates.
I think we're okay, right? Just let them go.
Actually, we could have Pappy send some people over.
I don't know if they're going to like that too much.
They aren't supposed to.
Yeah, just why don't you just ping us the coordinates and we'll meet up with you there.
And he basically, he barks in his radio. You see as he's finished walking into the ship, and you get this polite little message of astrogation coordinates.
Yeah, I mean we'll catch up with you there.
Yeah. We'll meet you there in 5 solar cycles.
Alrighty.
As the captain kind of gives you guys this fond farewell, and just for shits and giggles, who's saying goodbye to the captain?
Oni.
Okay, I'll say goodbye.
Okay, give me a coercion check. I got a blue die in there for you.
I'll help him.
This is just your parting farewells to see how well things go.
You're coercing the farewell versus the deception farewell?
Well, there's no line.
If I can help him at all, I'll do that and join him with a little wave off to the captain or whatever.
So the both of you were talking over the comms?
Yeah, we'll just be like, yeah, see you later, bye.
Okay, that could be kind of annoying, but I'll give it to you.
Hey, annoying can be a positive for coercive.
Right?
So
Wait, whatever.
Okay,
just shut up. I'm out of here.
So it's
People
so
are
you said
paying me
it's
ass.
Coercion. This is just basically your captain to captain banter.
Oh, okay. Yar, matey.
Yar. Yeah. So you guys have the whole, hey, no hard feelings, going your way. I just wanted to see how things went. There's a bit of a negativeness, because remember, he didn't believe your deception earlier. So he's thinking maybe you guys fucked up and blew something up, but there's still a hole here. I mean, they got paid good credits in selling the location of this ship. And, they got to shoot up some Jedi droids. That's always a plus. And they managed to crack the armory and got some cool stuff.
But apparently not the coolest of the cool stuff.
They don't know that.
They don't know that, but we don't really know that either, but just for sake of argument.
We don't know that yet.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so you see them kind of disconnect and they're flying off. Go ahead and, because it is a very difficult place, I need a piloting check both from their pilot and from your pilot.
Am I getting back on the stick, or is Quinn gonna fly us?
And their pilot, by the way, gets the ship a bit jacked up, but they manage to fly out. Succeeds, but they take some damage.
That's up to you. I'm 2 negative 2 black with 3 yellow 1 green. So I mean, you want?
I'm pretty much the same.
I'm
3
gonna
yellow,
step
1
away
green,
for just a quick
1.
second to use the restroom real quick.
What?
I'll be right back.
I'm not in it.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break too. But Quinn, why don't you go? Since I've been chatting up the captain and the droids and everything.
That's fine.
And I've been busy. I'll be right back though.
So are we just flying to position to make the jump and then not making the jump and flying back?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, we kind of got to assess whether it's worth recommending coming back here with the rest of the fleet or not, or if it's just kind of a waste.
The ship sustained pretty heavy damage from the shield to the shields and stuff, but in terms of using it as or in terms of at least getting it running again, we might be able to still get the hyperdrive up, in which case we can at least relocate it somewhere else. We don't have to deal with the location they sold, drawing a bunch of people here.
True. If it can potentially get brought up and operational.
If not, we can at least finish rummaging through the rest of the ship, and we can even take the droids with us and, you know, fix them back up. And hopefully, in the process of fixing them back up, fix a couple programming and memory bits so we don't have to worry about the stupid Master Oni and Grand Master Pack.
Yeah, 'cause that story's only going to last for so long.
And we don't have to completely purge the Jedi programming from them if we don't need to, because, again, the Alliance still, you know, supports the ideas of the Republic. But if we can make them a little bit more susceptible to that argument, that would always be a good thing.
Right.
Hello. Did I miss anything good?
No, we were just kind of talking plan, so we're just going to barely jump out so that if they're monitoring, they'll see we made a jump, but we're not jumping anywhere distant and then right back in.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. And since, I don't know, I'm wondering, since the droid told me exactly what he did to make the power flicker and stuff, I wonder if we could just undo that and put it back to right.
Yeah, once we get docked back
Once
up
we
and
get
stuff
back,
like that.
Yeah, once we're back, anyway.
And then I still think if it's within like a reasonable ability for us to do, I still think we should try and get the hyperdrive up and running so we can relocate
Oh, yeah.
someplace nearby.
If the stability of the
least-
ship appears to be able to handle that.
Yeah.
And I am back, by the way.
Hello. I had a question for you, James. Since the droid told me exactly what he had done to make the power flicker and stuff like that, would it be a simple matter just to undo what he did and have it come back on again?
Yes, he
Well,
gave
yeah,
you
the-
clear directions of what he did. You just need to find the Jedi training droid and get the breaker back.
I was going to say,
Okay.
yeah, the droid had the breaker. So yeah, we're just jumping like a little ways away so they read that we took a jump and then we're jumping right back.
Okay, first give me your piloting check as you're going through the debris field that surrounds this wreckage.
Yep. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh, look at you
Aha.
spending those points. All right, I got your upgrade in there.
All right.
As
Ready?
there's like a whole new slew of debris out there now.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
Look at that.
Damn!
That was
As you're
easy.
like piloting like a champ as you saw their ship like careen into a bunch of shit, and you're just like
Yeah.
amateurs.
Well, I got
Yeah, they
the
knocked it out of your way, you know.
-2 black, which helps.
Yep. Okay, so you guys pull out and you see them get to a nice safe exit vector. The sun, of course, is spewing in another solar flare out there, and you're just like, okay, where are we going? And who's gonna do the astrogation? So you're going for a baby hop?
Yeah, just a baby hop and back immediately back to the exact same spot.
Okay, is anybody gonna do it, or are we gonna imagine that Rigger does it since Rigger's good at it?
Of course Rigger would do it. Rigger always does it.
Rigger gives you that from the co-pilot seat where she jacks in the whistle of affirmative that she's got the course in there for a micro jump. It's only going to be like a fraction of a light year, hop, skip, and a jump.
Just enough so they see we jumped.
And you know, the captain says, "I'll see you there in 3 solar days." You know, standard solar days, I should say.
Is
Yeah,
that course?
yeah.
Yep, that's
You got
Coruscant
it.
days. Because you are in the ass end of space right now.
Yep.
Off the major hyperlanes, so.
Yeah. So, Kay, you want to send a like narrowband message to the crew that to meet them to divvy supplies on our behalf and send them all the like little nitty gritty details.
Okay, so when you say divvy, Do you mean kill them and take their stuff?
Ooh.
That's all up to. That's all up to.
I think we should
Pappy.
leave that to Pappy. Basically, what I think we should do: send Pappy the rendezvous coordinates. You and I both, if we want, can do a quick write-up of like our mission report, like a quick written debrief to let Pappy know kind of what all happened. And we can send that with the coordinates of where we're supposed to meet these guys, and then leave it up to Pappy to decide what he wants to do about it.
Okay.
Like, hey, Pappy, if you want to meet up with these guys, they're expecting us.
Yeah.
They'll probably just send us.
i.e. space pirates. And you already know
Scavenger
Pappy's
crew.
opinion
They're
on
not
space pirates.
Hey, that's up to him how he interprets the scavenger crew or recovery crew or whatever they want to call themselves.
Well, I think we should put it in report that they're pirates.
But where
No,
are they?
I'm gonna put in the report that they are scavengers, but put quotations around the scavengers.
Wow.
Nice. See, he's in the spirit of it now. Cause a little chaos.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give Happy an accurate idea of what's going on, you know?
Hmm.
Yep.
So you guys make your micro jump out. You're sending your transmission with everybody's quick little notes jotted down in their.
Do I actually need to roll for this?
No. This is just a communication. You know the secure
Okay.
frequencies and all, so you could totally send that message. You do know because you are in the ascent of space, it'll take a while to get received.
That'll be
because-
before the 3 days, right?
Oh yeah, it'll be before the 3 days. But you know
Yeah.
because you're not on a hyperspace land, there's no HoloNet relays to speed up the
Right.
message. So it's one of those of you might have a few hours to make the rendezvous as long as somebody rolls well for astrogation. Find out from Rigger next time. And you guys send the message. Are you going back to the wreckage?
Yes.
Okay, so you go back to the wreckage because you rolled so well. I'll say there's a safe vector to reconnect. You reconnect your ship. You go back in there. You find where they destroyed the poor Jedi training bot. It's almost like your GM was looking for an excuse to get rid of it. Because if he can't attack you with it, he might as well blow it up. And you find the little breaker box right there in its little lap compartment-y thing, and you can easily go and plug it right back in. You see the poor protocol and maintenance droid destroyed because obviously they realized it was up to shenanigans. Because when you're lying with one green dice, it's kind of hard to lie well.
I want to salvage his parts and I want to put him back together.
Yeah, like
At some point.
how much damage exactly has the protocol droid sustained?
He is pretty much out of commission. Unless, an amazing roll happens, he would be a
I don't think we
droid
have that kind of mechanic.
starting at 0. Does anybody want to pick up his head and see if it still works with the mechanics?
I'm not very good at it, but I kind of curious.
That for Rigger. I'm just
Yeah, let's save it for Rigger. I think she's the best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Jim wanted to get rid of the Jedi training droid, I don't think we really have much motivation exactly as to why we'd want to keep it. But at least the protocol droid, I think Rigger seems to like him well enough. We might as well give her the chance to put him back together.
And the fact that it
He's
does
kind of
have
my buddy too.
it does have intimate knowledge of the ship, and for the most part, used to believe Oni was a Jedi Master.
Well, maybe in the reconstruction, we might be able to mess with programming a little and bring him back a little bit more receptive to the idea of the Alliance to restore the Republic.
We can tweak it.
Give him a 3,000-year history update.
Yeah.
That way he glazes over those glaring details of one group is saying the Jedi are gone, the other saying, I am a Jedi.
So can we get like a overall stability scan of the ship and that? Like if it would survive a jump?
You can try. Go ahead and give me a computers or mechanics.
I'll take the computers.
Yep. I was waiting for you to jump in there. And he already flipped the damn dark side.
I brought balance back to the force. As she goes, you could. You okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
I went,
very well.
So it looks like she can fly under regular engines, which, you know, you did get the green light that those were operable. It's just that the hyperspace engines are down.
Okay.
Most likely, you would totally be terrified if anyone makes 3 threats, basically on a piloting check or an astrogation check, that this thing could frumple like a can at 3,000 feet under the ocean. So you probably don't want to hyperspace, but you could hyperspace once you get the engines back online. The problem is you may have to disassemble another hyperspace engine to get this engine back online.
But the base engines are
But
functional.
basically impulse engines are working.
So
You
could
could
we
totally
program
move the ship.
So could we program the ship to pilot to a location on the other side of the planet and program it, set it to operate or activate within a time frame where we could disconnect, follow it, and let the ship autopilot?
No, at this point, you'd have to clear out the actual cockpit because the autopilot's not responding.
Of course not.
But if someone's in auxiliary controls, they could actually pilot it themselves. But if you wanted to try to use the autopilot, if it still exists, you don't know yet because you haven't gotten to the cockpit. But you'd have to get to the cockpit to find out about the autopilot.
Which is on
I
what
think
level?
we should start by finishing our salvage before we bother.
That's fine.
And
Yeah,
like I
we
said,
can
you can
check the rest
totally
of the
pilot
level.
from auxiliary systems if you want to pilot it to a different location. In
Can,
fact,
can we pilot further from the sun so it's out of the debris field more?
that would totally be my suggestion: is get away from the sun
Yeah.
so the solar storms aren't making everything one extra purple harder.
Yeah. Well, that's my idea. Get it away and on the other side. That way, if they come back for some reason,
It's no
it's
longer,
no longer
there.
there.
So, if to answer your question of where it is, it's on the 3rd deck, by the way. Yeah, deck 3 is where the cockpit is.
Okay.
Conveniently, where the
Yeah.
scavengers were setting up camp.
Of course. So we'll do at least of the definitely deck 4. We'll kind of go through and finish scavenging that stuff.
As poor Rigger is dragging that poor maintenance droid's head around, so sad. I want to bring my friend back.
You got it, Rigger. I believe in you.
As you guys see, the armory door has been hacksawed open, and it's just been cleaned out. Seems to have
Okay.
been a couple stands where armor suits were probably kept, probably the cool Jedi armor.
Well, we could still check out these and these and these and stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
there's a bunch
Let's
of
check
storage.
those out. Yeah, we can kind of busy ourselves checking it out.
Yeah, who knows where they hid stuff.
I mean, you totally haven't explored where their meditation chamber was and all that good stuff. And they're Jedis. They do that shit.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so far, since you did get the scavengers off the ship, you're going to have 15 experience.
Nice.
Yay.
And then we can totally hope that Rigger's going to buy into the droid mechanic tree to get that droid back online.
At least
As
the
you
brain.
guys are totally jumpy when you occasionally hear this metal scraping sound reverberate through the hall.
That was one thing. When we reapproached the ship, I would like Kay to do, I meant to mention that, have Kay do a scan looking specifically for that signature for that fucking
For the
thing.
basilisk droid.
Yes, that freaking big ass beast thing.
Hopefully it died in that explosion.
Maybe, but we don't
Maybe.
know. So that's why I want to like.
Dun 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 dun. So Kay, go ahead and give me a computer scan. As
Is it still
apparently
purple?
the debris, yep, it's 3 purple and a black. The debris and the residue from the exploded generator has ionized everything. So his scans just can't pierce effectively through there. Wow, those purple were alive.
Evil purples.
So he's pretty sure that it's not there because it's not coming up on the scanner. I mean, it's totally gone.
Thank
Wait,
you.
nudge, nudge.
I can tell that I might not be able to get it because of all of the static, correct?
Yep, for that advantage, you can get the.
So can I
can get
use that one advantage to make sure that the pirates actually left and didn't leave anybody else back like we did?
Yeah, I'll give you that. That you have no life signs whatsoever on the ship, except for the massive amount of life signs that you pick up from the front of the ship.
Yeah, I want to check that out. Hydroponics. Ooh.
For some reason, the fish tank's full of life.
Life that survived thousands of years?
Life will find a way. I mean, what's the worst kind of Star Wars life that could live in a aquaponics area? In a Jedi ship which can be dedicated to exploring unknown places.
Cool stuff is what?
Especially when they've got big ass freshwater tanks and
Hello,
big ass.
Misa, I like having you back.
Ooh, Misa Jedi.
I'm sorry. That was just the first thing I thought of when you were talking about an aquatic life form.
Okay, I promise you, if we open it up and there's Gungans inside, I'm throwing in a grenade and leaving.
Wow.
Oh
That's
boy.
Okay.
terrible.
So we'll say that's a good place to wrap it up there. You guys got 15 experience. Don't forget to write that down. Yes, the duty for you're getting +5 for your duty for acquisitions because yes, you just acquired a big ass ship.
Nice.
And are you guys piloting the ship out of the debris field and away from the sun?
I think we
what-
should.
Yeah, if we feel it's comfortable enough to do that, then yes, we will pilot it away and to the other side.
Okay, go ahead and whoever's piloting from auxiliary controls, give me a piloting check.
All right.
And
Somebody
I think it's
wanna-
going to be the guy who can get rid of black dice, I'm betting.
That's
Okay.
probably you, yeah. I can get rid of 1, but you can get rid of 2, right?
I can get rid of 2. If you want to assist for a blue, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll assist and I'll also do that.
Oh. The ultimate assist. The
Yeah.
force is with me and I'm one with the force. Okay, go ahead and roll when ready.
Look at that.
Damn!
And it's tucked
No
in next to
problem.
a freaking little moon or an asteroid so it's not visible easily by scanners.
You found some
Yeah,
nice
if
little
anybody comes to the system looking for it, it's gonna be hard to find.
You found some
Yep.
little proto moon that has just enough gravity to keep it locked in place and or a stable orbit, but it's got a radiation field that just hides you guys from scanners perfectly.
I
Yeah.
gotta get a fist bump on that one, Quinn.
Yeah,
As-
whatever, kid.
As you guys see the ship ominously park in orbit around this moon, and you hear that boom 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 boom. And
Hey,
as
who's piping the music in this place?
as all of a sudden Rigger just looks at both of you guys and shuts off the speakers. DJ Rigger.
Scamp.
Okay, so you've basically established a beautiful place for it to be kept.
Nice.
Big damn triumph. I
hearts.
mean, nobody would be able to find it. If anyone comes back, maybe it fell into the sun, maybe it deteriorated and fell to pieces, you know.
Maybe a solar storm just blew it away.
Yeah, finally got hit
Maybe-
with the wrong storm at the wrong angle with no shields left.
Yeah, the blast from the deck 1 caused a cascade effect that threw it off of orbit and it fell into the sun.
After all, there is lots of debris floating around out there that's new, so.
And
Okay.
obviously, absolutely no chance that it could have been piloted away, because, I mean...
Of course not. Somebody would have tore it to pieces trying to fly through the debris field that was all the other ships in it.
Right.
As
Sweet.
I'm sure you're totally hoping that the Mandalorian attack craft that's in the second floor deck can be salvaged. We
Hope it
need some
fell out.
awesome droids to go out into space and see if they can salvage it.
Nice.
All right, so we will say that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Okay. I know I want to buy another level of cool. Is that okay?
That's always a cool investment.
Okay.
If you got the points and got the stuff for it.
Any of
I
the
gotta-
initiative skills are always a good option.
Yeah. See, I got to balance. Do I up a skill? Do I
Get a
go with
feat.
medic? Do I go with piloting?
Do you get a new tree?
Shut up, Jim.
I'll help you
Jesus
spend your
already.
experience.
I mean, pilot / medic. I don't know what third tree I would go with.
Totally,
Cybernetics.
bounty hunter assassin, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a
Or
bounty on your
maybe-
vital organs. Time to harvest.
Or maybe being on this Jedi ship awakened some kind of underlying-
Ooh.
Force sensitivity.
Force emergent or force sensitive.
right? But I can't do that with only 15 points, I don't think so.
Nope.
So that went pretty well, I'd say, guys.
No, it worked out better than I expected.
Yeah. Now the question is, next session, do you guys want to finish clearing the ship, or just screen swipe and say that the rebel forces went through and decontaminated and cleaned everything out, and you guys go off to another big damn hero mission? Or
Well,
do you want to
it's-
clean the ship out?
Well, as long as the screen swipe is like, okay, here are the key things that, because of the triumph that we had earlier or whatever, that were stashed, we get those items.
Oh, you want those items, do you?
That would be nice.
I can only give you rewards if you do the work. If not, there's going to be some cool technician with some cool found stuff.
I mean, I'm cool with whatever. We did already get a lightsaber for Oni out of this mission, so like,
So I got mine.
if the Rebel Alliance gets the rest of the cool stuff from this, I'm not too worried about it.
I mean, if Pappy gets the rest of the stuff and they find the stuff that was still left that's valuable, maybe down the road we can acquire.
Yeah, you'll have access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May not be our personal acquisitions only, but
What are you talking about? I earned this.
but the Rebels acquisition that we might be able to tap into, which is I'm okay with that. I'm not as worried about my personal acquisition.
Hey, also, the sooner we can get to patching up my crits, the better.
That's a good point. We need to find a back attack for you.
How many of those do you? Yeah, we don't have one on the ship, I don't think. Did we? Or
Nope.
yeah.
As he now has massive scars under his helmet now when he pulls it off, you just hear that nasty coagulated blood as he slurps his helmet off. Puts
So
it
how
down on
many
the
crits do you
console and
have?
it's just dripping blood out of it.
I have one single purple die crit and 2 double purple die crit.
Oh, that's not too terrible.
You want to
Yeah.
attempt to heal one of those now, as
That's
opposed to
3
later.
crits. That's a lot.
That would be good. I would
Even
do
if you
that.
even if you just take one of the easy ones off, that would be nice. Or the easy one.
So what's the difficulty we're going for?
None of them are persistent crits, correct?
Nope.
Okay. So with my pack, skill attacks while using grants a blue, I think it is, to all skill checks. Decrease difficulty of medical checks to heal critical injuries by 1 to a minimum of.
Oh, I saw that coming.
Well, in that case, do one of the medium ones because
No,
you
I
can-
will. I'll do it 2, so I'll drop it to a 1.
Okay. And I got a blue dice in there for you as well.
Okay.
And I turned that 1 purple to a bloody red one.
Those have been mean dice today.
Personally, he's got something for you because all the like,
all of the dice have been on me.
yeah, it's like 95% of them have been.
Hey, that adversary 2 was doing you guys dirty left and right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Damn.
So one of the 2s is completely healed up, and you are refilled with strayed. And
Nice.
Who's your doctor?
who's your HMO daddy? 5 credit copay, please.
I'll send the bill.
That's the scary part.
And can I buy the 2nd level of Codebreaker from the sleeper agent tree on the 2nd column, 3rd down, cost 15?
Okay.
If it's your tree, you can.
You were practicing
Yeah.
your hacking. I mean, there's definite hacking
Yeah.
going on. It makes perfect sense.
It's
I mean-
so hard.
Now that you've hacked into this ship, you've actually got the old Republic base codes.
Hey, you know what I could do with my 15 XP? Take another rank of toughen.
You've built up the scar tissue, and you say that which does not kill me makes me stronger.
I'm gonna do it. That's another 2 points.
Or lumpier.
Right? Yeah, it's so hard when especially when you're double spec'd into important shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like skills or
Shot out of the sky or heal everybody.
Actually, I may have forgotten to up that earlier. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I thought I had 30, but I forgot to race it on the Roll20 character sheet. But when I went to my Og dudes, it's like, oh, I don't have 15 sitting there, so damn it.
You did, but you spent it.
Yeah.
Look how
everything
quickly it spends.
everything looks kosher. I just didn't. I added it, but I didn't clear it from the XP side, so
Yeah.
now I only have 15.
It's like getting your paycheck. It's always bigger than what you actually get.
I up 20 stuff occasionally, but my Og dudes I keep on point at all times.
No, same here, and
Mhm.
that's up to date. And the matches the total spent. I just forgot to clear the available side. So
Yeah.
because 30 would have been nice. Because I was half tempted to do a force sensitive type from being on the ship.
Hey,
It
I mean,
was-
there's a definite wooginess in the Force here. I mean, it's not quite a like Dark Force, because it's only good Jedis here. So
Right,
there's
right.
definitely some woogy Force vibes going on here.
I mean, I could wait until I get 15 more experience and say it kind of slowly manifested, but we'll see.
Somebody sets up their bunk in the meditation chamber and hears whispers.
15 points is kind of hard to sit on. So,
Yeah,
so
it's true.
are we going? So
I
just so
have
Jim can
way
kind of
too much.
Yeah, if you're sitting on any more than 10 XP, it's kind of like you're
Burning a hole in your
Gimping.
pocket.
you're gimping yourself on
Yeah,
what
you
you do. But
Start feeling
so
itchy.
Jim can plan. Are we gonna kind of skip the whole like detailed finishing scavenging?
And I'll just give you a montage next session of this is what happened.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. Me too.
Same
In
here.
that case, can we go back to full wounds and strain?
This means yes, you'll be back to full wounds and full strain because we'll get that nice, screen time pass.
I didn't realize it, but apparently I had already actually upped my wound before this mission, and I have more strain because of my upgrade for my armor than I got from our last contribution. So,
Well, that's good. Though it didn't help keep you from dropping, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I got you, man. Actually, you'd been all right if I hadn't, or mostly all right if I hadn't fucking despair. That was a lot of despairs. I just
yeah,
gotta
we
say.
had like 3 in a row.
Yep, that was some super dark shit happening.
Although that despair, you lost a stim pack. It was like minimal damage. Could have been
It
much worse.
was. It
To be
was.
fair, though, since the explosion happened and we never actually went down to get it, the stim pack did get spaced.
Yep.
True. I mean, I got a bunch.
All of a sudden,
I
the
mean,
Basilisk droid's holding onto the deck plating, and he looks, and there's this little stim pack that slaps him in the face, and then goes zipping out into space.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was a lot of despairs. I was like, holy crap! This is
And a
not a
flying
good time.
for the Basilisk.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all against us. So the
That's
next round,
Okay, so
Next session, we all
spending
get-
more XP, I'm going to get Know the Enemy from the Imperial Cadet Tree.
holy shit! How much XP
How
were
many-
you sitting on?
And how many?
I was
How many
sitting on
trees do you have?
35,
Holy cow!
He's
and how
been
many
banking.
trees do you have?
3.
Damn.
He was totally
You have
pulling a
3
Kelly and banking.
trees? Wow.
Yeah, I've got Slicer, Imperial Cadet, and Sleeper Agent.
Holy moly.
But 2 of them from the same career.
Right, but still,
Uh-huh.
but 35 XP sitting on, man, that's like being like D&D being like shit, almost 2 levels below or something.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I had to assign those.
See, some folks do that. They jealously hold on and guard those. Other folks are like me, and I spend them as quick as I get them.
I like to save up just so that I can get the higher level stuff. Like,
No, I save up when I need the higher points, but but not beyond that.
because I got like, I want to fill out. I kind of want to get the rest of the bottom talents for recruit because they're all really good. I have dedication. I have dedication in the final toughened level, but I can still grab dynamic fire and enduring. So
Right, but when you got 25, I mean that's the most. So it's like spend it.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're limiting your capabilities.
yeah.
And
I've been spending a lot of XP, but mainly on boosting up my wounds because I'm supposed to be like a decent portion of our ground combat strength because most of y'all are really good pilots, but I'm not actually very good in ground combat because like most of the time I drop before I can really get my gun rolling because it does a lot of damage if I can hit with it. But like they close on me and I get like one shot off and then I'm like dropped in 2 hits. So like
you're more ranged still. Yeah.
I gotta buff up so that I can take a hit or 2 and still be able to like hold down the trigger.
Right. Yeah. See, I'm pretty good at my combat. I'm 2 yellow, 2 green for both ranged light, ranged heavy, and gunnery. So melee shit, forget it.
Yeah, I've only got 2 yellow and a green for all my firing stats.
The medic's a better shooter than our. Holy cow! Now, don't expect me to be aware.
You're a pilot. You got out all that agility. My big skill, like the thing that I'm good at, is my leadership, and that's I've got 3 yellow, 2 green, and negate 1 black.
Yeah, so you're more of the leader type than the shooty per se. So
yeah, my shooty is supposed to come from my equipment. That's why I've got my minigun, I've got a sniper rifle, I've got a rocket launcher, I've got grenades. They're just not often in situations where any of those things can apply very effectively.
yeah.
So far, the most creative solution I've come up with is if I were to just get mag boots and stand on top of a ship and use my rocket launcher.
He's totally pulling a Shane.
Yeah, I shoot okay, I medic okay, I pilot good. Just don't expect me to be aware of my surroundings. Because my perception's a 1 green.
Wow.
So
So you're like deaf and blind.
So if I'm healing, I'm all in about healing, and I'm not really paying attention to what's going on or coming at me.
Some things are happening, but he's not quite sure what things are happening.
Yeah, kind of narrow focus. My streetwise, my survival, all that shit's a 1. Yeah. Too cool. Well, we did good.
Yep, and
Then-
you didn't die. You only have this like very spooky basilisk droid stalking y'all.
And the pirates.
Well,
No, I think we're good
they're
there.
your buds.
No. I meant as far as potential enemy.
Well, it depends on how Peppy handles it. I mean, we left on good terms.
No. I meant debriefing for the entire mission. Considering how many different and difficult obstacles we had, I think we did a really good job.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we handled it without going shooty, and that would have been probably pretty ugly.
Yeah.
As soon as we
You
tried
see,
that, it
I
really
would've got
went down.
my minigun against people who it actually would have been good against.
What did it? Okay, when they were leaving the ship, what did it look like the crew complement was?
For the pirates,
Yeah.
you saw about 18 people.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm the Mandalorian with the high presence. I always like to talk my way out of situations, but after it's over, I'm like, but I could have just shot at my problems.
What was their ship?
Oh, it was definitely a medium freighter. It's basically a cargo freighter.
Hmm.
Got that little hodgepodge look to it. It totally would be a downgrade from your ship.
So we could have blown them out, but that wouldn't be. I mean, we're rebels. We're not assholes. We're not the Empire.
Look who's the
Hey, speak for
pirate
yourself.
now.
I'm. Oh wait, no.
So, we border the line of trying to do right for the galaxy as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Which occasionally could mean getting rid of pirates.
Well, but they were legally operating, not being assholes. They could have,
And technically, I mean, they did find the salvage first. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not their fault they sold it to 4 other people of where the location was, thinking that they'd be in and out before anyone would get here.
I mean, technically speaking, it is their fault, but
Well, when you have to come back with the right people to really do the job
Well,
properly.
it also depends. Did they say they were giving them exclusive rights?
They never
Well-
said they were selling exclusive rights.
There you go.
Yeah. So I
It's
mean,
always
just
that
blowing them out of the water
catch-22.
would not be appropriate. They're citizens of the galaxy, so we're ultimately working for them as well as rebels for their freedoms.
And so we just encouraged their leaving a little sooner than they might have otherwise.
Oh no, yeah, no, that was all cool. That worked
Liberty
out
is
perfect.
for everyone.
Yeah. Alrighty.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Thanks,
Yep,
y'all. Y'all be good.
Hopefully, y'all
Why?
get to catch a good movie this weekend because there are lots of good movies out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crank up the wheel of time.
There you go.
Nice.
That's what I'm going for.
My plan is
Alrighty.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I just started.
Yeah.
Just watched the first episode.
And apparently, I got a barking dog.
Uh oh.
Another one of those bastards. Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of late for that. So.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right.
All
Have a
right,
good night,
y'all
guys.
later.
Gators. Good night.
Night.